Longtime friendships are always extra special during the holidays. I cherish my friendship with this Portland legend. He was the voice of the Portland Trailblazers for over 40 years. We call him Mr. Rip City, the Schonz. Let's welcome Mr. Bill Schonley.
Michael, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. And thank you all, wherever you may be, for being with us on this special musical get together at the holiday time. You know, there's no place like home for the holidays. I can remember when I was overseas as a young Marine at one time, away from my family for the first time, and I think a lot of you can think of times past where that might have happened to you. You wanted to be with family, but you couldn't. We want to think about our military boys and girls who are overseas fighting for us. Red Cross, Civil Service. What are they going to do? We can't travel from here to there, nor can they travel from there to here. But when I was on duty in the South Pacific, my first year away from home, and that was the first of 3 years away from Christmas time, I had the duty on Christmas Eve from 11 until 1 o'clock in the morning, parading and guarding whatever I was guarding at the time. But it was Christmas Eve, alone. It was still. The skies were bright with all the stars, and I could have sworn that I saw that big star that we see at Christmas time. And that reminds me of a story that was written by a young Marine a number of years ago. He spent 3 straight years away from home, fighting the wars in Afghanistan and that part of the country. Third time he came back, he was wounded. He had to find something for himself to do, where to live. He found a little spot, and then he decided to write a story. And the story he wrote is follows, but they are not his words, even though he wrote them, the words of Santa Claus. Santa Claus is telling this story, so listen, please. It was the night before Christmas, and he lived all alone in a one-bedroom home made of plaster and stone. I had come down the chimney with presents to give and to see just who in this home did live. Well, I looked all about, and a strange sight I did see. No tinsel, no presents, not even a tree. No stocking by the mantel, just boots filled with sand, and on the wall pictures of far distant lands with medals and badges, awards of all kinds. A sobering thought came to my mind, for this house was different, so dark and so dreary, the home of a soldier. Now I could see clearly. The soldier lay sleeping silent and alone, and he was curled up on the floor in this one-bedroom home. The face was so gentle, the room in such disorder, not how I pictured a United States soldier. Was this the hero of whom I'd just read, cuddled up on a poncho and the floor for a bed? Now I realize the families that I saw this night owed their lives to these soldiers who were willing to fight, and soon around the world the children would play and grown-ups would celebrate a bright Christmas day. They all enjoyed freedom each month of the year because of the soldiers like the one lying here. I couldn't help wonder how many may alone on a cold Christmas Eve in a land far from home, and the very thought brought a tear to my eye, and I dropped to my knees, and I started to cry. The soldier awakened, and I heard a rough voice. Santa, don't cry. This life is my choice. I fight for freedom, and I don't ask for more. My life is my God, my country, my core. The soldier rolled over, and he soon drifted to sleep. I couldn't control it. I continued to weep. I kept watch for hours, so silent and still, and we both shivered from the cold evening's chill. Now, I didn't want to leave on that cold, dark night, this guardian of honor so willing to fight. And then the soldier rolled over, and with a voice soft and pure, he whispered, "Carry on, Santa. It's Christmas Eve, and all is secure." Well, one look at my watch, and I knew he was right. Merry Christmas, my dear friend, and to all, a good night. I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. So please have some snow and mistletoe and presents under the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where that love light beams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. Michael. Christmas Eve will find me where that love light beams, for I will be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.